We're gonna jump right in it. So we're gonna talk about the week 1 picks for the NFL. Who y'all got?
Alright, so we got week 1 coming up this Thursday, starting tonight. Well, Thursday night. Texans at Chiefs. Who y'all got?
Ooh, that's a hard one because Cobb just got added to the wide receiver belt, like for the Texans, and the Chiefs already got a fire wide receiver lineup in Tyreek Hill and Sammy Watkins, which is speed on speed. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs because you gotta really think about it. They defense gonna hold up. I don't know if the Texans defense really gonna hold up.
I'm gonna clear and just say Chiefs.
No explanation. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and triple down. I'm gonna also go with the Chiefs. But I'm gonna go with the Chiefs because I don't trust the Texans defense after they played in the playoffs last year and they gave up a 24-point lead.
Now, granted, they also gave up a 24-point lead against the Bills. They came back.
Mahomes playing?
Mahomes was playing.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Oh yeah, you talking about against the Chiefs? I was talking about when
I
seen Deshaun turn into RoboCop and shook 3 people off, and I was like, oh, I respect you.
Right. But I just don't know. Again, that's the bad matchup for them. I don't see them winning. Okay, so then Sunday, first game we got Jets at Bills. Who y'all got?
That just sound like a nasty combination.
That do sound like a nasty game.
Like,
I would not want to watch that.
But I'm gonna just go with the Bills because they added Stephon Diggs. Yeah.
I was just gonna go with the Bills because I like them better than.
Right. You laughing? But the Jets are horrible.
Came out your mouth when you said that.
You laughing, but the Jets are horrible. I don't see anything about the Jets that I like for them to win more than 5 games this year. So of course I'm gonna start them off for the loss.
Wait, one question. Y'all think Le'Veon gonna cut up this year? Because he got no excuses this time. Last time you didn't have no line. You got a few linemen. You think he's gonna do what he do? He getting dropped first week fantasy.
How significant changes have they made to the line?
Not that many.
Yeah, I can't rock with them. Nah. Alright. So the next thing we got Packers at Vikings. Who y'all got?
That's a very easy one for me, young boy. I'm going with the Packers because the Vikings made so many horrible off-season moves.
And I'm just gonna go against you and go with the Vikings.
You really going with the Vikings?
I'm just to go against you, Vikings.
Just for that.
Now, the Packers, I don't trust them either.
Whoa.
You could look at last year, they really didn't play any tough people until
the 49ers,
you know what
right, and the 49ers smacked them upside down like a couple good times. And when they did beat the Vikings, they narrowly beat them. And this is a whole new season. Plus, if I'm not mistaken, your boy from LSU is at the Vikings now.
Hunter?
No.
Jefferson.
Yeah,
But
JJ.
But you gotta take this into accountability. They got a quarterback right behind Rodgers. I think Rodgers ball out. You got no choice. Like you thinking,
right?
I'm
but
done
the whole
right now.
Why Rodgers can't ball out is because they not drafting no people for him. And look at the spit in the face they did to him again. Instead of drafting him some weapons, all linemen, they drafted a quarterback.
Well,
so I don't see them getting any of that.
It's something they got in these systems.
You know what I just thought about, dude?
What?
I know it was Williams' fault, but I'm still kind of hurt behind that whole Vikings thing with
So why would you go with?
So I'm gonna go with the Packers.
Right, I feel you on that.
I'm gonna go with the Packers.
I do not. Hey, to this day, I feel some type of way about picking the Vikings, but it's got to be done. Okay, next one we got the Eagles at the Washington football team.
Eagles fly on the road to victory.
I ain't gonna lie, just cause my man's made it to the roster. Shout out to Alex Smith. I like underdogs. And I'm not going with your football team. I'm gonna just go ahead and go with the Eagles.
Yeah, fly, Eagles fly on the road to
I'm not singing that song.
You going Eagles?
Yes, I'm going
Eagles.
And it's not because of the Eagles, because the Eagles, there's no reason they should be struggling in the worst division in football. But I'm going with them because I'm expecting Washington to finish 4th
Let me tell you something.
in the division.
Eagles is the best team in the NFL. Come on.
Stop it. Anyway,
Best team in the NFL.
Anyway, like I was saying, but my one question
Shout out
is,
to all my people from Philly. You know how we getting down.
Is Rivera gonna coach? Because you know he got pancreatic cancer. That's my question. If he coaches, I'm gonna switch my answer and go with the Washington football team.
What?
No, I ain't gonna lie. I like him as a coach. He's a hell of a coach.
You like who as a coach?
Ron Rivera.
Ron Rivera. Hey, I do like Ron Rivera, but this is his first year, so look at what he
No,
got.
I'm saying he got pink eye cancer. Is he gonna be at the game calling it?
Oh, shoot.
Because they came out with that statement like last month. That's important for me if I'm gonna base my decision. I forgot they had it.
But I would say even if he was on the sideline, look at what he got to coach. So
he got Josh Norman back, so we don't know how that defense gonna roll. I'm just saying. And it's always a close division in the Eagles division because the division is so garbage.
Josh Norman's getting away with highway robbery.
That's no, you never had a back-to-back winner in 8 years.
It don't matter, but guess what? See, when your good old Patriots with your good old boy Tom Brady.
Let's go, man.
Nah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
We ain't on that level.
They're in the same garbage division.
Who next?
All right, we got Browns. We got Browns at Ravens next. Who y'all got?
That's not that hard for me.
Right, this is simple. Man.
I'm conflicted only because.
Odell?
No, only because I'm not a Ravens fan, but I did like Ed Reed and
he's lying. He played with Lamar, man.
plus Lamar Jackson. I forgot about him, but.
You forgot about the MVP. He the cheat code on that.
I'm just saying the reason why I wouldn't vote for the Ravens is off the other two people who I grew up on. But I can't go against the black quarterback. Nah, think about it. But at the same time, I root for Odell just because he Odell.
I don't.
It's a toss-up.
I can't really go.
It don't matter to me, but it's a toss-up.
I mean, for me, it's like the Browns. It's like, bro, Odell did all that kicking and screaming and crying at the Giants. Now that you got the spotlight that you really wanted, you got a quarterback. Yeah, he is. He did not deliver. But you got to really think about it. That's an overwhelming position to be in. Like, I work with some, like, all right cast. The season before this dude came, he comes and it switches up my whole build as a quarterback. I'm really dedicated to get him the ball now because he's such a prima donna wide receiver. And if I don't get him the ball, people are gonna be like, "Oh, that's a problem." You see what he did? Eli, he bullied him. But I'm gonna go with the Ravens, man. Because Lamar is a cheat code.
I say pay attention to this Ravens team this year because this could be a situation where they fall off a cliff.
You think?
It could be. Look at the Rams.
2 straight seasons.
After the Rams got that Super Bowl appearance, they ain't been the same since.
Yeah,
now that's karma.
But they in the AFC though, bro. They in the AFC.
That's karma.
The Rams in the NFC was tough, and the AFC is kind of like you liable to go. Like the Steelers almost made it without a quarterback last season. They didn't even have. They had switched up 2 of their quarterbacks each week.
The Steelers gonna always compete in that division just because of the tradition down there, and Mike Tomlin is a wonderful coach.
He should have got coaching.
But look, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Browns. I'm going with the Browns. Let me tell you what I'm going with the Browns. I'm expecting sort of a psychological slump from the Ravens because you see it from some teams that have real heartbreaking losses. Yes.
I don't think that Titans was a heartbreaking loss. The season
that's
before,
a heartbreaking loss.
But
I
they've
say
been
it's
to the
heartbreaking
playoffs
on just this one thing. Just this one thing. The expectation people had of the Ravens.
I didn't have that much expectation. I didn't see that in them. I knew they was gonna fold because the way Tennessee was running Derrick Henry, it's like, bro, Lamar, you're gonna run out this pocket. You're gonna help us run this clock down, and when you help us run this clock down, and our defense finally get a stop, you lost the game.
I hear what you're saying about that, but they got other teams that's built on we play defense and we can run the ball. You see that they won a strung out game with the 49ers in the regular season last year, and they ground and pound a lot.
But you know why they lost? They lost because Kyle Shanahan's an idiot. That's why they lost in the Super Bowl.
No. I'm talking about when the Ravens played the 49ers in the regular season.
Who won that game?
The Ravens ended up pulling it out. But it was a struggle.
For both teams, though.
Right,
it was like the cream of the crop.
Because it's like
top versus top.
If I'm running and you're running and we're both playing defense, that's one of those low scoring, a turnover might tip it over type of games. So I don't know. I'm expecting the Browns to surprise somebody, surprise a lot of people actually. But the next one we got Colts at the Jaguars.
I don't care. I'm gonna go with
now this is simple to me because the Jaguars are clearing out shop. Like they don't have anybody but about 2 active players from when they made their AFC Championship appearance a couple years ago and lost going into the fourth quarter to Tom Brady.
Who did the Colts have?
The Colts just got Phillip Rivers. The Colts drafted a real good running back from Wisconsin.
Do they still got Brissett?
Yeah.
That matters.
Week 1 probably not, but
I ain't gonna lie, you gotta really think about it. People in his position, they get hurt. Like we seen it with Drew Brees.
Right. Now Phillip, I'm not too much worried about him because he's a gunslinger. So
he's going through 5 picks from week 1, I guarantee.
Right. And he gets banged around a lot, and he probably doesn't still get hurt. So, all right, next one we got Raiders at Panthers.
This is easy for me. I'm going with the Raiders because John Gruden built that team up.
I told you he was a Raiders fan.
I was not a Raiders fan.
I am not a Raiders fan.
He on the low?
Nah.
He on the low Raiders
No,
fan?
I'm not even on the low. I'm not even on the DL.
His hat go inside out.
No, I'm a certified Patriots fan. The reason I'm going with the Raiders because you got to really look at it. Carolina got rid of their head coach. And who they got over there besides Bridgewater and McCaffrey? They don't have no wide receiver weapons. DJ Moore has improved to me that he's in the conversation as a legendary wide receiver compared to Steve Smith. Steve Smith has been going around there, but I think Steve Smith sees it himself like this kid not cut from what I'm cut from. He can't be a legendary wide receiver in Carolina.
Well, I think this game probably comes down to who makes the most mistakes because it really comes down to
trash versus trash.
Right, it might be a trash versus trash game, but look, this is what I'm saying is the Raiders, I'm not too sold on John Gruden down there. And the Panthers, I like the Teddy Bridgewater pickup. I like Christian McCaffrey. I like the new head coach. But Luke Kuechly retiring and
he a scout for him now. That matters.
Right, but on the field, who's gonna execute? Who is? Okay, that's it. You don't know
AJ
his
Klein
name.
went back, huh?
Said you don't know his name.
Didn't AJ Klein go back, right?
Said you don't know. We just gonna leave it at
I
this.
thought Klein went back to the Panthers.
There's big question marks by the Panthers defense, but I'm gonna still go ahead and pick them because I'm so not sold on John Gruden. I don't trust them at all to win a game. Next, we got Bears at Lions.
You got to call these games that's going. We just gonna go ahead and skim over this. I'm gonna just go with the Bears. No, they so stupid though. Bears, I'm gonna go with the Lions because the Bears are stupid.
Bears Why would you be getting like
Mitchell Trubisky's quarterback? That's the only Bears we know. So I'm going with the Lions.
I'm going with the Lions because I like the uniform.
He that one guy that chooses somebody at the pole. You got an arm sleeve on and a head. Get on my team.
You can ball.
You can ball.
I know you can ball. You gotta come out here.
You gotta stop.
Like that,
you gotta stop saying like the Bears are like good because it's laughable. You got Nick Foles for one reason to make Mitchell Trubisky play better. It was like that was a waste of money.
Oh, they got Foley.
Yeah, they do, but he's not starting. They got him as a backup. That's
for
why.
week 1. And
that's why
for week 1.
Exactly.
You never know what happens.
That's why I consider. That's why I consider that game
trash. They might go to the Super Bowl.
I know you
how?
I know you
lying. For real, thanks. Like how?
Going Foley last time.
I'm talking about Trubisky is the starter.
I don't.
Foley, if Foley is dealt with a 3-5 team, you think he's gonna rise them up?
It's funny.
It might be too late.
I'm picking the Lions just on the fact that y'all now talking about probably the other team's quarterback.
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah,
he's good.
We get in a situation where it's Stafford versus
whoever
Trubisky.
But you don't know because they might do quarterback by committee.
Because we don't know what Bears defense we're going to get. We're going to get a sloppy Bears defense. We're going to get a top 5 ranked Bears defense.
Well, I talked to my guys over at the Bears organization. He said to be on the lookout for the defense.
You don't know that.
I do.
I think we got to stop.
I do.
You don't know that.
Yeah, because I talked to my guy Ray Lewis. And then Ray Lewis.
He doesn't know what
Yeah.
Ray Lewis is
in Chicago?
Me and Ray Lewis both took a knee on 2 knees and prayed
For real,
We wasn't protesting. We praying.
with the communion cups in your hand.
Yeah, we were praying. We wasn't protesting. We were praying.
I'm gonna just head out.
Who's next?
All right, next we got Seahawks at Falcons.
I'm going Seahawks.
Oh
DK
no!
Metcalf about to cut
I don't know what I'm gonna get out the Falcons.
I do like DK Metcalf.
Metcalf about to cut.
I don't know what I'm gonna get out
I've
the
been following him
Falcons.
since he was in college.
Oh, for real? You know what's crazy? Y'all forgot about a guy named Liz Higginhide, this wide big named Julio Jones. I think we need to put some respect on his name. Because he's a dog. But I don't know what Matt Ryan I'm going to get. I don't know what D-line I'm going to get. So I'm going to have to go with Russell.
Right.
Based off what he did last season. Which is sad.
You know what rush you about to get?
I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Falcons. Right.
No.
Right. I'm gonna pick the Falcons.
To all my people from New Orleans, we don't claim him anymore.
Nah, I'm a Saints fan, but I'm a Saints fan, but I'm gonna be real. The Falcons beat 3 playoff teams last year.
And the Falcons also blew a 27-point lead.
No. I mean, correct you. It's a 28-3 lead.
28-3 lead. Yeah, 28-3. Okay.
But still, somebody explain to me how they missed the playoffs but beat 3 playoff contenders last year.
Well, they had a lot of injuries too. A lot. They was dealt a bad call. And then you had Devontae Freeman.
I think it's okay for us to agree that their roster is good from top to bottom. Their roster good. Then we got Matt Ryan. They added Todd Gurley. We still got Julio Jones. They got Calvin Ridley. They got some firepower. So I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Falcons for this one. And then it's at the Falcons. So
when we say it like that.
Okay, right.
I'm still picking the Seahawks because I don't know what D line I'm gonna get out of Big Beasley. Is he gonna be healthy?
Right, that is a question mark.
Well, he should be because they didn't play preseason.
All right, next we got Dolphins at Geno's Patriots.
Oh, you already know.
Dolphins.
No.
Dolphins.
Don't ever disrespect Cam Newton. Don't ever disrespect Cam Newton. I don't know, but I know what sound the Patriots makes.
Win.
See, people gonna count Cam out because we lost Tom Brady.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Cam.
But see, what they don't realize or think about it, you can let him go. Y'all gotta realize when Tom Brady got hit with that suspension, 3 quarterbacks has, I can say, dominated when he left. Matt Castle was a wide receiver, turned into a quarterback. Got to a 10-6 situation. They didn't go to the playoffs that year, but they could have. Then you had Jimmy Garoppolo. Nobody knew who Jimmy G was until Tom Brady got hit with that suspension, and he went 3-0. Then got hurt, and then Jacoby Brissett won 2 games and lost the last one.
I think Cam gonna cut up.
It's the system, man. It's the system.
Right. That speaks to their system.
I think Cam gonna cut up just off the fact that people are down.
Yeah, he wants to.
Nah.
He gonna go hard as he can.
I hope he don't go too hard because you know when he gets there, he goes too hard, start showboating, then he hurts himself or he just wants it too much. I just want him to be poised and take his time.
Now, if we go back and look at it, the last time Cam was healthy, surrounded by a good defense, because Bill Belichick always keep him a good defense.
You already know we got that kind of.
Last time Cam had those things, he was MVP and he had a Super Bowl appearance. So, I don't know. But I will tell you this. If Tua Tagovailoa is playing week 1, I'm going with Dolphins. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Fix magic, man.
So, I'm going to go Patriots too. Chargers at Bengals.
I don't know. Oh, I'm going to go with the Joe Burrow kid. I like him.
You going with
the Bengals? Yeah, Bengals.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. They defense gonna have to step up, but I believe Joe gonna be poised. He gonna sit back, he gonna watch out, and he gonna rock out. So,
how I feel? The first year I saw Joe, I did not like Joe at all, and I was wishing to God that he transferred schools. I did not like Joe at all. But that was because the system was messed up.
And you had all Les Miles players.
Right. It was messed up. But then, we started getting Ensminger, started getting Joe Brady, offense got revamped. Joe did his thing. But he's in the pros now. They got rookie slumps people got to go through. Also, the Bengals ain't a top tier organization.
I'm just saying against this matchup.
They're not even a average organization.
Who they playing again?
They're playing Chargers.
But you got also the Chargers going through the exact same situation. But you got Tyrod, which is a good quarterback development, but they defense did not show up at all last season. Like there was games that they could have won. They could have beat the Chiefs in Mexico. Philip Rivers did throw like buku interceptions, but the defense didn't show up to stop Tyreek Hill. So, I am asking you to stop Tyreek Hill. You obviously got to take the kind of that, but still, you're supposed to at least stop the run game. Like the run game was pretty good.
I feel like this will be a close one too. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going with the Chargers. I don't trust bro. I don't trust bro. Not the debut at least. With the Bengals, I don't like the Bengals. Cardinals at 49ers.
49ers.
I'm going with the Cards. Because Kyler balled out last season, got that rookie of the year, and he got some new weapons he going to work out. And you got Isaiah Simmons to worry about with a little Chandler Jones. It's going to be a problem.
49ers.
I ain't gonna lie, we still talking about the 49ers that blew the Super Bowl win, 49ers?
What were you just talking about?
It's at the point to.
Yeah, that's different. That was 2 years ago.
It's at the point to. Did they blow it or did Patrick Mahomes just go Patrick Mahomes?
No, I think they blew it because you go back and you look at that game and you run the clock out. I can't do nothing with you. You got You had three running backs: Tevin Coleman, Mostert, and what's your boy name that came from Brevin or something like that. I forgot his name. He's a minstrel cycle. Not Joe Mixon.
He's a
Matt Brady.
Oh, okay.
He's a what?
He's a beautiful instrument to use on third down on Matt.
Beautiful instrument.
He said he's a minstrel cycle.
That's a bloody mess. But anyway, you had those three running backs, and you still didn't make the time go down. It's like what I'm paying you for, so I'm gonna just go with the Cardinals because I feel like they gonna want it. They got new weapons, they got a new system, and they got an offensive mind coach that's gonna play more. It's gonna be offense on offense. I don't think defense will be put in place because Kyle Shanahan is not a defensive guy. We've seen that in the Super Bowl.
I don't think Kyle Shanahan needs to be a defensive guy. I mean, the 49ers defense was elite last year, and he's not a defensive guy.
It was more the players than the
So you think the players just running wild, doing whatever they want?
I'm saying he give them the play, but the players went out there and made those plays. It just so happened that he played against dumb quarterbacks at the time, or dumb coaches like Matt LaFleur.
I'm going to go ahead and pick the 49ers.
All right.
I think the Cardinals that good. I think Aaron.
He was right, y'all. The Cardinals is a problem.
Hey, I could put an asterisk next to this. We can talk about it.
We could talk about something else too.
That's all you, man. So you going hard.
I'm going hard for Kyler and shout out DeAndre because DeAndre Hopkins might be getting that contract. Forget the Texans, y'all didn't want to pay that man. Y'all down bad.
All right, keep that same energy, G.
I'm gonna keep it.
Keep that same energy.
I love it.
We got the Cowboys at the Rams.
Rams. I hate the Cowboys.
I don't like the Cowboys, but shout out to my guy CeeDee Lamb. I expect him to ball out.
I'm going with the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb is a dog.
CeeDee Lamb.
You
gonna hop on that? See when
I will never hop on the Cowboys.
No, I said CeeDee Lamb.
I'm not hopping on no Cowboys. Nothing. I don't like the Cowboys.
I'm talking about for fantasy. I expect him to have stupid points because he's gonna be Dak main man. Dak got a point to prove.
They offense getting to a scary place because they keeping stability with their offensive line. Dak Prescott is pretty good. I must give it to him. They already got Amari Cooper, so CeeDee Lamb in that mix too, right? CeeDee Lamb, Amari Cooper,
Gallo.
So let me say this. Who remember when?
Oh, I forgot they got rid of Jason Garrett. Oh
yeah, they got rid of Jason Garrett.
They might make it to the Super Bowl.
Y'all remember when T.O. left?
And they got Gregory
you remember when T.O. left the Eagles? Went to Dallas?
Yeah.
People love T.O. when he was in the Eagles.
Yeah.
So they regularly loved him. But once you went to Dallas, you became an enemy.
That's not his fault. That's called poor
Listen what
agents.
I'm saying. He became an enemy.
Of course. You know
so
how
you can
Adrian
be as great as you can be, but if you want Dallas team, you're an enemy.
That doesn't
I
make
hate you.
I
hate you.
That makes no sense.
I hate you.
So DeMarco Murray played for Dallas, and when he went to Philly, what happened?
Garbacho.
Thank you. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Huh?
He came to the city of brotherly love.
The city of brotherly love was 0-4 before we let them win that Super Bowl.
Listen what I'm saying. You're missing. He came to the city of brotherly love. And we welcome to the open arms.
There's no brotherly love in Philly. If there was, y'all would have went to the Super Bowl again last season. Y'all almost made it. I give you that.
How did they almost make it?
I dare you.
Clowney hurt Carson Wentz. He was in the game. I looked at they off and none. I really felt like the Eagles developed their chemistry. And I like what y'all got going on. With y'all young
shit your Patriots.
But Fletcher Cox
Raiders love it.
Listen, man, we moving on.
I'm not even a Raiders fan, bro. Take that smut off my name.
Steelers at Giants. Now, I'm picking Steelers.
I'm going with the Giants.
Saquon a dog, but nah.
Oh, Daniel Jones is too. Y'all gonna stop sleeping.
Daniel Jones a dog. Alright, let's stop.
What? Get him on fantasy. I bet he'll change your life.
Fantasy? What fantasy got to do with anything?
I'm just saying. He good. Any fantasy owners out there, hit me up.
Titans at Broncos.
Don't care. I'm gonna go with Broncos because I like Drew Lock. He know how to sing on Jeezy. Titans.
Hey, man, you know what you talked about this the other day? After I saw Drew Lock, remember
you
I
see
had
Jeezy on some other.
You didn't see him on the sideline?
He was rapping Jeezy from
straight
word
back
for
to
word.
the dealership.
I was like, yeah, you
Oh,
just call
going
him
hard.
that. So, yeah, my body going, yeah, that's my body.
That's right. And he was going hard. I was like, G,
Drew
I
Lock,
don't even know him like that. I ain't never seen him play.
I'm rooting for him
I'm rooting for him.
every week. And he got Jerry Jeudy.
And they got Melvin Gordon.
And they about to cut up the season.
I gotta go with them.
And you got Von Miller still out there. He's still doing a little something.
It's a feeling. They might do something. We gonna watch them.
Now the one the world been waiting for. The Capital, the champ, the Patriot 2.0.
Alright, this the main thing. Alright, we got Saints versus Bucks. Or should I say Bucks at Saints? It really doesn't matter because no fans.
Crowd. That's
with
what
no
makes
crowd.
it bad.
Well,
No crowd.
I say Jameis Winston all the way. Let's go.
Now look,
Hashtag start Jameis.
Let's start Jameis. Yes. Let's do it.
Now look.
Start Jameis.
I'm conflicted because I got concerns on both sides. All right. I got concerns for the Bucks. There was no training camp, no OTAs. I'm worried about their chemistry. They don't have chemistry. You know, they got other people that could just come straight into week one. They got their veterans, they got their team, they got their chemistry already, so they could roll.
I see what you're saying.
We talk about a new quarterback.
A new quarterback, a new system, a brand new venture. Like a whole brand new system that they never seen before, which I can understand to a certain point. You
Right.
feel me? So,
But the whole thing, the concerns though, I don't see them being better offensively than they were last year.
with Tampa?
Yes, we're talking about Tampa. Right, I know it sounds wild, but think about it. They probably reached the peak that they could have reached at this moment. Because even though they got Tom Brady and they got some more rappers, they got Gronkowski, they got Leonard Fournette a couple days ago, they got a new offensive lineman out the draft. Teams don't usually lead the league in passing yards consecutive years in a row. And the Bucks led last year in passing yards.
But we're dealing with a new quarterback though.
Yeah, new system.
Right,
too.
but we're talking about a new system, new quarterback, and teams don't usually go consecutive years leading the league in passing. With an exception of the Saints, who did it 2011, 2012, and the Saints did it 2014, 15, and 16. But other than the New Orleans Saints, you got to go way back to 90 and 91 Houston Oilers, who led the league in passing yards consecutive 2 years in a row. So I don't see the Bucks doing this, especially with no training camp, no OTAs. Nah.
You don't see the Bucks doing it.
Plus, I don't trust Bruce Arians. I don't trust him. He got a poor. He barely has a postseason record. He 1-2.
You finished? You finished talking about that? 'Cause
Wait. First off,
I'm not going with Tampa. I hate them, but I'm saying the Saints don't get off the hook either. And
I got concerns about the Saints too.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying all you Saints fans, they cheat us in the dome. No, Minnesota drove down there from Minnesota, and they came down there, with a method, and they came in the dome and they kicked it. They beat y'all fair and square. The refs did cheat sometimes. There was some questionable calls, but they beat you fair and square. The only reason
you can't say that, right?
Why I can't say that they beat y'all fair?
The ref did cheat y'all.
He did. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna say he cheated though.
Calls,
I ain't gonna lie.
They beat y'all fair.
I ain't gonna lie. Y'all got callbacks. Anytime y'all were cheated, y'all got callbacks.
Okay, so fair and square and being cheated is.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. The game ended up fair and square because at the end of the day, you went into overtime. You have another chance to win the game. Just like the first time, the no call. You had another chance to win the game. You had many chances to win the game. You just choose to do stupid stuff in the prime time. But to get into that, I don't even know what Saints offense we gonna get or Saints defense we gonna get. Cause how many sacks did they give up in the dome in that playoff game? I think they gave up 3 sacks in a critical moment. Sean Payton made bad decision making, and then Drew Brees had 1 fumble and 1 turnover. Will the Swiss Army knife help that out? Will Taysom Hill come and help that out? I don't think so. Tampa ain't off the hook either because you have Ronald Jones. I don't even know what does he do. He sounds like a mail postman somewhat. And you got LaShawn McCoy, my grandfather, and you got Leonard Fournette coming into a new system and they expect him to produce. Then you got Paul Gronkowski and Tom Brady and Drew Brees too. They both old. So let's say Tom Brady and Drew Brees go down in the first quarter, first half with arthritis. Who you calling in? Who you calling in? You gonna call in Ryan Griffin, who's familiar with Sean Payton's offense, or you gonna call in Jameis Winston, Ryan Griffin's for Tampa. Jameis Winston, who's familiar. That would be a good game to me because Ryan Griffin know the Saints.
We're gonna call in Jameis Winston and we're gonna get him to buck up the Saints with that eating that W.
See, you being silly, and I'm being real, and I ain't talking about stealing no crab legs. I ain't talking about stealing no crab legs.
If we can get back to being real, all right. Now they got 2 old people playing.
2 all riders.
Right, but I don't see either one of them not playing all 4 quarters of this game.
I'm gonna have to sit off this one, young blood. You got it from there.
Right, but hey, no, I do have concerns for the Saints because week 1. They usually never play at their best. They play better as the season goes on. They always play horrible week 1. They played horrible last year.
Week 1, I ain't gonna lie, I think they turned up last year, and that was a pretty good Texas team.
Wait, hold
on. That was a pretty good Texas team they played week 1. The second week is when y'all messed up.
The Texans were good.
All right, so I expect that score to be 30-28.
I do not expect that score.
So what you want, them blown out the water?
No, I want. This is the problem that happened in that game. You gave up.
I think they played.
You gave up big chunk plays. I'm not talking about the Texans drove down the field.
Look who you had on that team as cornerback wise. I think that was the problem.
You got a top tier cornerback. You got an all pro safety.
Who's the all pro safety?
Tell me who the all pro safety is.
Last season?
I hope you don't. You should know who the all pro safety is.
From last season.
Last season, who was the all pro safety?
Marcus Williams.
Okay then, I don't need to say it.
But you gotta realize who you got in that back in that defensive.
Okay, because I just named Lattimore and Williams.
Okay, and that's it. Who else you had?
So you ain't got a multiple time Pro Bowler on the defensive line? You done had the top 2 linebacker and DeMauro Davis?
You know me, bro. We've been friends since freshman year, and you asked me, and I told you I never did like Cam Jordan. I never will.
You don't have to like nobody. Go look at his stats.
And guess what? You know why I don't like him? Because he's inconsistent and he runs his mouth.
He inconsistent?
He's inconsistent. Just because you do multiple years back to the Pro Bowl, I'm talking about game-to-game inconsistency he gives me. He didn't do nothing against the Texans. He didn't get back there and make a roar. The dude, what's his name? Hendrickson from Minnesota.
He's only behind Ricky Jackson for the franchise
record
in sacks.
You know why? Because
Ricky Jackson, last time I checked, in the Hall of Fame, right? He not a scrub, right?
He kind of is.
He a scrub? Alright, I'm done.
He kind of is.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
This man just called Ricky Jackson a scrub.
You talking about the dude that make the hot sauce? Ricky Jackson that make the hot sauce. Because I never heard Ricky
You must be horrible at some hot sauce.
I never. He makes some wonderful hot sauce, and not that many good tackles that I can remember. But, hey,
He just got like over
but I ain't
100
gonna lie.
sacks. Not many people do that.
How he
Right?
got what?
Over 100 sacks.
You know what? And you say that, and is Mark Ingram garbage? Because he passed Deuce McAllister, who I would consider should be a Hall of Fame quarterback in franchise.
Running back success is based off of offensive line play, not just running back play.
I mean,
we're talking about a
but I'm
position
saying,
where you only have to get at the quarterback. You don't have to rely on anything else.
you could rely on everything else.
The secondary relies
if
on
somebody else is cutting up on the side of me, and the secondary got him covered, and I'm able to push through or given enough time to get through and find. I have seen plays where 8 seconds then pass by, the quarterback still got his hand in the
right,
ball.
and that's a
in his hand.
defensive line fault. That's not a secondary fault.
And let me finish, because I have seen plays where Cam Jordan tackles the quarterback after like 10 seconds after he had the ball.
Okay. And we're talking about a person, since he's known for being good every year, he gets doubled. He gets game planned for, and he still put up numbers every year. So there's no excuse for you to call that man anything other than great, because he's putting up numbers, and he's known for putting up numbers.
He's putting up the numbers against
And he known for
garbage
getting
competition. So.
Garbage competition, it doesn't matter.
We gonna see Sunday. That's all I got.
It don't matter if they
Sunday.
got 5 garbage dudes checking you. If they got 5 of anything checking you, that's hard.
So if 5 midgets checking me playing basketball,
Bro, I want to see
score.
I want to see you ball against 5 midgets. And midgets is strong, so you better chill out.
I'm looking at them. I'm playing.
I don't think that I've been called midgets. Little people.
Little people.
Something like that.
He don't know the correct word.
Something. I know it ain't midget. I know it ain't
He laughing at Fred. They gonna pull up on you. You the one talking about.
I love midgets. I mean, I love small people.
I keep playing with him, bro.
Anyway, the Saints finished 4th of 1.6 number of QB sack per game, and Tampa finished 22nd, 2.9 finished 2.9 QB sacks per game. So I expect the Saints to have at least a good amount of sacks, not unless Tampa cleaned up their offensive line. LaShawn McCoy has to his adjustment to the game has to be comfortable, and I don't really see Leonard Fournette getting that many carries this game. Also, another thing I got to take in account of, I'm going with the Saints, but Alvin Kamara confidence, like what is his level with the team? Because they had that whole I'm about to trade him thing, and I think he likes the city of New Orleans. Doesn't want to go nowhere else. That's just me. That's what I feel. So I'm gonna go with the Saints Sunday, but later on in the season, I'm gonna have to give it up to Tampa Bay, because they're gonna adjust after the first game. That's with any team.
I hear what you're saying. Another note, this last thing I'm gonna say about this. Oh, by the way, I got the Saints winning in a sloppy game, because I'm expecting the Saints to play sloppy week 1 just because they have a track record of doing it. I'm expecting the Bucks to play sloppy because they didn't have any chemistry. I am picking the Saints though. Note, the last 10 division champs in the NFC South had the best defense in the division.
Who?
The NFC South.
That's a hard division to play in now.
Right, but no. People got this common misconception because Matt Ryan's down there and Julio Jones down there. You always got big names in the NFC South offensively. But the people who win the division end up having the best defense. And the Bucks defense, to me, is not better than the Saints defense. Also, they don't like making additions to their defense.
You watch their defense? Because I could have sworn
I watched the
never
Buccaneers
had a time to rest.
this offseason. They added an offensive lineman in the draft. Of course, Brady, Fournette, Gronk,
and they just added
McCoy.
Rosen.
The only thing that I've seen them do is draft a safety. Right. They drafted a safety. Now, if they don't key in on the fact that they need to have the best defense in the NFC South to win the division, because the NFC South is always high-powered offensively, they're going to lose. It's simple as that.
I also forgot about that Atlanta and the Seahawks situation. They got Gurley. I forgot about that. I just remember that just hit. I'm gonna change my answer right here and now. I'm gonna go with Atlanta. Bro. I'm scared because Gurley. Once you get traded or you get put in some type of bubble and people start tossing around like that, you get motivated.
I will let you know He has been diagnosed with arthritis. I'm not playing. He literally has arthritis in his knees.
Oh, no, man. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to take that back. Since you said it like that. Since you said it like that. Which knee? That matters.
I said knees.
So, y'all got your final. You going with the Saints?
Oh, yeah, I'm going
I'm going with the Saints Sunday, but later on in the season, I'm going to go with Tampa.
Okay, so Saints it is. All right, so let's talk about the NBA bubble.
Ooh.
What's going on with these playoffs?
Hey, shout out to Chris Middleton. Shout out to Chris Middleton. Hey, bro, you saved me $150, baby. I thought y'all was going home. I really thought y'all was going home. All y'all gotta do is toughen up and make it to the finals. Giannis, you trash. Don't talk to me. Don't DM me. Don't do none of that. Don't do none of that.
I hate to break it to you, G. You might lose that money, though.
I ain't losing.
You might lose
So
that
y'all
money.
tell me, who's sticking him? Who's sticking Chris Middleton?
Fine, cool out. Chill out.
But I ain't gonna lie, it's sad to say shout out to Spider Mitchell. He lost his grandmother, but he dropped 57 for. Shout out to him, man. He was balling. I really want. That's one series I keyed in on, and I really wanted the Jazz to pull that one out because I felt like they're the better team. But Jamal been proving me wrong. Jamal been in his bag.
Hey, bro, Jamal.
He cut different, bro.
He is cut different, bro.
Cut different, bro. And I'm talking about different. Pelicans, I'm never gonna forgive y'all for passing up on him. You had him right there in your head. Like dirty change. And you got your...
If they call the Spider D Wade 2.0, then
Spider's
Murray,
he's on his own
then
game.
Murray Jordan. If that's the comparison,
I ain't gonna lie, the Spider's not D-Wade. Spider in his own lane. He got his own wave. They
I'm
gotta
just
stop.
talking about that's what they call him.
They
bro.
need to stop calling people other people because when you call LeBron the next Jordan, I'm expecting you to live up that. LeBron didn't live up to that. LeBron went and got his own wave. And I like that. You got your own wave. You're doing your own thing. Now this is why.
Now when people come out, they say he the next LeBron James.
Yeah.
That's how you know he got his own wave.
Exactly. But you know the funny part? He need to stop saying we different. Your team better be different. You got ex all-star players and ex champ. Your team better be different. Because if it ain't different, you can't talk and say we different. We ball harder. Ooh. No, you can't be doing that if the Rockets is keeping up with you. They got no centers.
Hey.
And y'all pray for PJ Tucker. There ain't nothing wrong with him. He just got to play the 5. So. He just got to keep playing the 5 the whole finals.
I'm weak, bro.
I'm just being real. I ain't gonna lie. Jimmy B and them cutting up in East. And I'm looking at that hero kid. Bro, he had me on pins and needles Sunday. That boy hit 2 clutch threes back to back in the quickness.
So what's coming out the Lakers in Houston?
I'm gonna go with I hate this, but I'm gonna go with the Lakers.
Right. This a shaky pick either way you go, cause
I don't know what I'm gonna get though, cause they always lose the first game and they make you. I don't know. No, bro. Like y'all gonna come to ball. Y'all gonna come to play.
I'm gonna go with the Lakers only because if they do when they want to. No, I'm a LeBron fan. If they do and when they want to play big, there's nothing Houston can do about it.
Okay, you got to take this in accountability of it. If we got Dwight Howard goofy and JaVale goofy, and they start and Danny Green not hitting, they gonna show you. They already showed what we're gonna do. We gonna run fast-paced ball. You gotta come catch us. They had PJ Tucker looking like Shaq out there.
Let me ask you something though. When AD and LeBron decide to play big ball, who on the Rockets is stopping them?
Bro, they gonna get them. That's regardless. You just
say
say 2 mainstream names.
That's a legitimate question because that's the 2 stars that you got out there playing. When they decide to play big ball,
and when Harden get in his bag and decide to play flop ball,
you just saw what happened in the 4th quarter and Lakers decided to play big ball,
and that's rare. Because if we gonna be real, they not supposed to. Houston not supposed to be OKC Thunder. They were cheated. That's real cheat to me.
They got cheated, bro.
So
they were stupid, but they also got cheated a little.
If Houston is going,
bro, nobody's stopping them. You just said Anthony Davis and LeBron, they're gonna get theirs, but you gotta also take in consideration Westbrook and Harden gonna get theirs too. So the common denominator ain't gonna be. Well, Westbrook been inconsistent. That's my guy.
Westbrook.
I'm gonna call him on the phone after this, and we gonna wrap. But after, it depends on who gonna want to come to ball. It's basically bench work. LeBron kind of playing chess rather than checkers. If I get the best bench, who gonna deal with? Who? He got the best bench on paper to me in the West.
Who?
The Lakers. You got Dion. You got J.R. Smith. They ain't what they used to be, but they still a problem. You got Green. You got Rondo. You got Kuzma. You got the best bench. You gotta stop saying we different. You gotta start saying we cop. I mean, come on.
The only reason I don't want to pick the Lakers is because, like Fred was saying, all they gotta do is play big, and Houston can't do anything. They refuse to play big. That's why I don't want to pick them.
Yeah,
it's not about what they should do. It's about what they doing.
What they could do.
And I'm trying to pick off what I see.
What I'm saying is they played big in the fourth quarter just the other night.
Right, that's desperation ball. Like, oh yeah, let's hurry up. Like, you should be doing that.
As I said,
entire
when they
game.
play big, who's stopping them?
You say when they play big, and they haven't been doing it yet. They did it one time in the fourth quarter. It's like a science. Let me try to put this in there. Oh, it changes colors. It scores. Like, bro, you should have been doing that from the get-go. You already. I feel like the NBA is fake because you play on my intelligence. If I know I got everybody on the basketball team that's under 6 feet and the average height 5'8", and you got people that's 6'12", the average height on your team 6'12", Philadelphia, you supposed to be running circles around. What happened? You not using what you playing with my intelligence now. All of a sudden, Joel Embiid and them get knocked out magically, mysteriously, exuberantly, quickly. No, expeditiously quickly. No, it don't work like that. But I still would call Milwaukee and the Lakers would be the finals. But the way it's looking, Celtics ball. Dog. They just blew Toronto out today, so
I don't know because
it's hard, bro. Because I don't know what I'm gonna get out of Giannis. Is Giannis gonna come back?
But Miami is cutting up, and I don't see signs of slowing down.
And I don't see Giannis.
I ain't gonna lie. After that game, I think they humbled. Because Jimmy B was talking them trash. Was talking trash.
Jimmy B gonna come out there again talking trash. Jimmy B could have been the one down 3-0 and he's still finna talk trash.
You know the funny part about it? He's the least efficient shooter in the game. The guy on the bench got a better shooting percentage than him. And I respect that because he plays defense. But that's pretty much my take on the bubble. I really think it's going to be the Lakers.
To take it all?
To not take it all. To take it all because Giannis and them not balling. I'm going to go with the
Y'all
Lakers.
just said forget the Clippers, huh? But it's all good.
The Clippers, I forgot about them. I don't think, they haven't shown me that they want it. That's all with me. You haven't shown me that you want it. Because you playing.
We talk about a team that's led by a dude with no emotions.
Of
course they ain't gonna show you.
I'm sorry, 2 dudes. One of them inconsistent. I don't know what PG I'm gonna get. So
okay, I said led.
Yeah,
PG
led.
likes to get led. As Dame said, he running from the grind.
Oh, he's never wrong. He's never wrong. Never wrong at all. So unless he got sent home, he did get sent home.
Thank you for tuning into the podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Hit that notification bell.
Follow us on IG, baby.